Hey, how's everyone doing? Hey, are you one of those people that when they get into their vehicle, they hear a chirp or a noise coming from the engine compartment? On today's video, we're going to show you what to do to fix that issue up. All right. So what can cause a squeak, chirp, or that noise that's coming from the engine compartment? There's a couple different things. We can have a tension issue, we can have a misalignment issue, or we can just have bearing problems right here. As you can tell right here, this looks like a vehicle that just got off the set of Scarface. What the customer did, they were thinking, hey, let's put some talc powder on the drive belt and see if it can calm it down. But let's go inside the vehicle. I want to turn this on and I want you to hear what we're hearing. And then after that, I'm going to show you some little different techniques or different tests that we can do. And actually, I have a really fun one that I really want to show. And I've been waiting for this video to come out so we can do this one. So let's turn on this vehicle. Let's see what we get. All right, so we turned on our beast right here. But right now, it's not really making the noise. It's extremely faint. You really can't hear it. So what we're going to do right now, because as you can't hear from out here, but if I get closer, I can hear it. We're going to be using this right here. So we're going to be using a long screwdriver. I would say this is what, 3 feet long, something like that. I might be wrong. Maybe 2 feet long. There you go. Yeah, 2 feet long. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find components that we can just lay the screwdriver on top, and we're going to try to listen to it. So I'm going to put my ear to this and kind of listen. You got to be really careful when you do this. This is one thing that I'm really careful. You see how this is done? I would highly recommend taking it to a technician or a mechanic to do this. I always advise taking this to professional mechanics to get this done. So on the first one, if you are going to do this test, make sure you get a long screwdriver. And if you do have long hair, make sure that you put it in a ponytail. And from here, what you're going to do, if you're going to start off on the idler pulley, you're going to go ahead and put this end of the tip to the bolt, the front of the bolt, and make sure that you don't hit any moving parts. All these, in this test right here, there's going to be a lot of moving parts. So make sure that you touch right on the bolt tip, and then that's when you listen. And kind of have it not too close to your ear, and keep an eye on what you're doing. Make sure that's a sturdy place. Make sure it doesn't move, because you don't want to move and hit something. That's why I always advise taking this professional shop. And the other one that you're going to do, if you have a tensioner, on the tensioner you're going to not put it on the bolt, because sometimes it might bounce around. You're probably going to put it on the back of the base of the tensioner. So you can do that. And if the tensioner is bouncing around too much, I would probably not even touch that. We have other tests to perform. And then the alternator, you're going to go ahead, because the actual bolt right there, the nut, is going to be moving. You can't put the screwdriver on there. You're going to touch the base of the alternator. So on the compressor, you have two options. You can touch the back of the compressor, or if the compressor is not engaged, make sure that you go inside the vehicle and turn off the AC. Then you can go on the front where the clutch is at. So like I said, be careful whenever you do these tests. And what we're going to do, I'm going to get my microphone, and we're going to go ahead and hear this. So I'm going to start off with the top one. This is going to be the actual tensioner for the drive belt. I don't hear too much right there. Now what we're going to do is go to the idler pulley. And that's the idler pulley for the AC belt. And then we're going to go to the tensioner for the AC belt. I don't know if y'all can pick that up. And remember, all we're doing right here is checking pulleys that don't move. So the last one we're going to check over here is going to be the idler on the actual serpentine belt. That's going to be on this side. And remember, we're doing pulleys that do not move. Okay, it's not too bad. All right, so as you can see, our little beast right here has been really shy, but we already got some noises right here. So next that we can do, there's another test where you can throw water on there. I forgot what it was. Tell me if I'm wrong or not. Comment down below. If I'm not mistaken, what the water does, if the tension is loose, when you spray water, it starts making the noise even louder. because it's a tensioner problem. But if I'm not mistaken, I think the customer said that they replaced the tensioner, but that would be that. And if it was like a misalignment, the noise would go away. So now that we have that we did our little test, I'm going to show you my tool that I've been wanting to use, and that's going to be a tool for the alignment. It's really cool. It's made by Daco. I really want to try this out. So we're going to pick up the car, and then we're going to check that out. And then after that, we're going to take off the belt, and we're going to start turning different pulleys and all that to see if we get any noises. So let's turn off the vehicle and lift up the vehicle. Alright, so this is a tool I've been wanting to use. I've been trying to make a video on this one, and I'm finally going to make it. This is really cool. This is a Daco tool, so let's show this. Alright, so this is the Daco tool I've been wanting to show. I've been trying to make a video on this one, and I just couldn't find one. I almost scrapped this video because the chirping noise is not loud enough, but I can faintly hear it. But we're going to find this. And this is the Daco tool right here. This is really cool. So this tool right here, it actually, if you want to go ahead and tension up your belt, this is used for that. It's really cool. That's if you don't have the main tensioners, you can put this on top of the belt, push it down, and it clicks. So that's that. I gotta make a video on this one day to check out the grooves on the belt, but this is the main one right here. This is what I really want to show you. This is really cool. So on one end, you have what you hook up on your pulleys, and this doesn't work on the plastic pulleys. This only works on the metal pulleys. You put this on one end of the pulley. As you can see, this is where it sits on the grooves, and then on the other another pulley, you kind of put that, and then it lines up. So as you can see right here in the middle, it has a little groove. So whenever it is lined up, it's gonna fit right there. So we're gonna get to try this out today on this vehicle, and we're gonna see what happens. So let's go underneath the vehicle, let's take off these belts, and I'm gonna show you how exactly to test this out. And then after that, hopefully we can find out what's causing this little problem. All right, let's start taking off these belts. Hopefully I don't get high off of this white powder. All right, so this one has two belts. One is gonna be the main serpentine belt that drives everything, and then the other one is going to be for the AC. So we have this main one that we just took off, and then this small one right here that we're about to take off right now. Cool. All right, so what we're going to do right here, we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. So as you can see, there's grooves right here. So what we can do, I like to lay it right in the middle, and then after that, you see it throws a laser right there, and after that we just put this on this side, right smack dab in the middle. So then we can just move it around to different ones, and then we can test all of them out. But the cool thing is that we can just leave it on the crank and move it on to the next one. So right here, we're going to move it on to this to test out. And make sure that you're right in the middle, because if not, you could get a little bit. You can see it's going up here, and this is not metallic, so we got to hold this one in place, but that's not too bad. And as you can see, that one as well is pretty lined up. All right, so we can make sure we know that these are all lined up on there. And now the last one is going to be this tensioner all the way in the top, and that right there is right in the middle. All right, so now we verified that's right in the middle. I think our last one, I don't know if we can get to this, is going to be for this compressor. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. This is not gonna work for this compressor. I knew that was gonna be a tricky one for the alignment. All right, now we tested that out and we know that's good. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start turning our pulleys. So we're gonna start off with the easy one. Alternator, as we can see, does not make a noise. Then we have our pulley right here. This one, slight noise, not too crazy. We have our water pump. Oh, that's a all right, that's a cool one. It's just kind of like it's a noise. All right, then we have our tensioner pulley that has nothing. Then we have our idler, and this is where I was hearing most of the noise coming from. I think we found our issue. Our compressor, and then the top one, tensioner pulley. So from here, like I said, we tested these, but the one that's making, hear that noise. So we got two of them. We got that one and this one. So there you go. All right, so what do you think of our testing methods? So like I showed you, we have our long screwdriver, and then you can listen, but you gotta be really careful with that one. And as well, we can go ahead and take off our belts and then turn our pulleys and listen from there. We had two crazy noises coming out. So I'm gonna talk to the customer. We're gonna go ahead and see what he's gonna do. We've already done some other repairs to this. He was concerned about this, but not too crazy about it. So we're gonna go ahead and talk to him and see what he says. But all I want to do right here is show you the testing methods. That Dayco is really cool. I'm gonna put a link down below if you want to get one of those. It's a really cool tool. So hopefully you can get one. Let me know what you think of this. I know my video is mostly diagnosing, electrical, that kind of stuff. I just wanted to go a little bit old school. When I started off, I was doing this kind of stuff right here. So let me know on the comments down below if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll try to see what I can do. All right, like I end off my videos, if you do like this video, please put a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell to get all brand new videos coming out from Oz Mechanics. Goodbye, y'all take care.